God, he spoiled me, water into my seed. Water into my seed.
The Feast of Dedication is a holy holiday that we celebrate for 8 days. During these days, we have feasts and give gifts. It's a wonderful festive time that we share. But where does it come from? Back then, during the time of Alexander the Great, he went conquering many kingdoms and becoming a mighty man on earth that many feared. Before he died, he divided all the kingdoms among his men. Out of the kings was a man named Antiochus, who had rulership over the Greeks. In those days, there were some wicked Israelites that persuaded many to join hand with the wicked. And when they did, the king told them to do the ways of the heathen. So they did, not circumcising their children, forsook the holy covenant, and continued to do mischief. Now when Antiochus' kingdom was established, he thought to take over 2 realms. So he went after Egypt and took everything from them. Then he went against Israel in Jerusalem and tore down our sanctuary, robbed our gold, and slaughtered many. Israel was in great mourning. Many were killed, women and children taken captive, and our homes burned with fire. The heathen built the city of David with a great wall with towers. Wicked men with armor fortified themselves there with all of Israel's spoils. Those that lived in Jerusalem ran away because the city was full of strangers. Innocent blood was spilled in the sanctuary, and it was defiled. The land of Jerusalem was in great mourning. And it came to pass that King Antiochus commanded the Israelites to leave the laws of God and to follow him, his religion, sacrifice to idols, and profane the Sabbath. So, some of the Israelites did, sacrificing pigs and unclean animals to idols, leaving their children uncircumcised and living lawlessly. Those that refused to break God's laws were killed by the king. There was a man named Mattathias in Moded. He had 5 sons: Johanan Caddis, Simon Thaddeus, Judas Maccabeus, Eleazar Avaron, and Jonathan Aphis. Mattathias saw all the evil being done in Judah and Jerusalem. Him and his sons mourned and were broken by what happened to the land and the sanctuary. Now the king's officer was going into the land to have the people make sacrifices. So Mattathias went with his sons and other Israelites to see the officer. The officer said to Mattathias, "Come and follow the king's command like everyone. You and your sons will become one of the king's friends, being rich with silver and gold." But Mattathias refused, saying, "I will continue to walk in the covenant of my father, keeping the law and the ordinances." When he was done speaking, one of the Jews went to sacrifice to the idols, and when Mattathias saw that, he became angry and killed the man at the altar and the king's officer. Then he threw down the altar. Mattathias said, "Whoever is zealous for the law, follow me." So he fled with his sons to the mountains. A company of mighty men came to Mattathias ready to fight, fleeing from persecution for keeping the law. So they joined forces and smote sinful men, bringing order to Israel, circumcising uncircumcised boys, and recovering the law out of the heathen's hands. Mattathias reminded his sons to remember our forefathers and continue being zealous for the law. And when Mattathias died, Judas Maccabeus rose up in his stead, and all his brethren helped him. They fought with cheerfulness. Judas Maccabeus was a true warrior, protecting his men with his sword, pursuing the wicked. The wicked feared him, and he grieved many kings. He was well known as a man ready to die. Before every battle, Judas would pray to the Most High, asking the Lord to give him favor. Judas would win every battle that he had to fight, and took back all that was taken from Israel. Through the will of our father Yahweh, Judas Maccabeus was able to fight the enemy with other powerful mighty men of God and triumph. They will rejoice and praise God for his grace and mercy. Judas and his brethren went back home and found blameless priests to cleanse the sanctuary. the priests pulled down and got rid of all that was defiled in the sanctuary and rebuilt the holy place. And after they succeeded, they worshipped Yahweh for their success. This is 1 Maccabees 4:56. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings with gladness and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise. We keep this holy day in remembrance of our hardships and thank Yahweh that He delivered us and allowed us to rebuild our sanctuary. If you haven't done so, please hit the like and subscribe button and leave a comment letting me know how these videos are going. I just want to give all praises and glory unto the Most High God Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, and say Shalom.